I don't really pay much attention to things like Father's Day, Valentine's Day, or even Mother's Day, really. Not that I don't at least get my wife a card or flowers or try to make her brunch on Mother's Day. But I feel like these are kind of silly holidays that are more about driving consumerism than anything else. So I'm a Grinch, whatever. Point is, I wasn't really expecting anything today. We kinda got off on the wrong foot. Kids, 7M, 7M, 2F, were mass pandemonium to start the day, as usual. But just as I was getting into the shower, my wife comes into the bathroom and announces, "Your food's ready." Well, that's kind, but also a surprise, since I had no idea she was doing that. By the time I finish getting ready and get out to the table, it's already cold, but that's fine. It was a sweet gesture, and nice not to have to cook. We were just out of sync is all. But that's where it all took a turn. First, she tries to get the kids to peel away from the asterisk carat and $% screens and just come sit at the table for a few minutes. Begrudgingly, they show up, but barely a moment later are already trying to ditch out to get back to video games or whatever else they're doing. One of the boys, A, had been whining about a game all morning because it was frustrating and he found it too hard. We told him more than once, if it's frustrating you just take a break, it's okay, it's just a game, etc., to no avail. Well, as I'm just sitting at the table trying to enjoy some time with my spouse over this fine brunch she put together, A comes up and discreetly asks his brother, B, to come see something. Odd, but whatever. As long as they're not fighting for once, have at. Not long after, B comes back to the table and is visibly upset. I ask him what's up, but at first he won't say, and it looks like he's about to cry. He finally speaks up, and admits that A broke the downstairs TV. Turns out A had lost his mind at the game and smashed the TV with the game controller. I can feel my blood pressure instantly go through the roof. I go investigate, and sure enough, screen is spider-webbed and the telltale vertical and horizontal lines obscure much of the viewing area. I don't know whether to yell or cry or smash something myself, so I say nothing and go back upstairs to keep from losing my own sh*t. That makes this the third TV in as many years to get destroyed by one of the kids losing their temper at a stupid video game. I have busted my ass so that they wouldn't have the kind of childhood that I had. There's no way that they can understand, and logically I get that. It's just so damn frustrating when they're so freaking picky about food, when my family dealt with real food scarcity on a regular basis growing up. TV? We only had one TV and not consistently either, much less 3 massive UHD flat panels. They want for nothing, when my siblings and I barely had clothes on our backs when we were the same age. So even though I know it's not fair of me to expect them to be grateful for something they don't understand, it still angers me how entitled and disrespectful they are. Regardless, even though I have a sh*t ton to do today, took a break so we could all go to the movies and watch Inside Out 2 together as a family, as a sort of Dad's Day activity. The boys were actually pretty good, but now it's their sister's turn to shine, we'll call her C. Screaming on the way there. Can't sit still in her seat and has to investigate the other patrons around us. Demanding and then throwing popcorn. Smashing my soda. Screaming on the ride back home. Biting or otherwise antagonizing her brothers. Even now I hear her screaming upstairs. Just, what the f***ck. I feel at the end of my rope between everything I've already got on my plate to keep a roof over their heads and food in the fridge. I feel like I'm drowning, and it's as if they're happy to jump on my head to keep me under. Sorry for whining. If you made it this far, thanks. It felt cathartic to at least write this out, even if I still feel wrung out and just so over it all. This kinda blew up way more than I expected. I really appreciate the kind words and support from so many of you. Definitely helps to know other parents go through it too. And the words of solidarity have definitely gotten me to a better headspace. I love my kids deeply, they're all smart and unique in their own ways. Talented and gifts galore to bring to the world. But the bottom just fell out today, you know how it goes. So this was just a snapshot of a day in the life, when everything went off the rails. I may not be able to reply to everything, but definitely trying to read it all. Thanks for taking the time to share your thoughts with me. Oh, and to those of you with all the stupid, judgy things to say or want to call my kids shitty, I guess I'm just impressed that you never have shit days and seem to have it all figured out. /S face with rolling eyes, but seriously, I don't need your BS. Today was bad enough. Take your sure.